Welcome to lesson number 1, Cheng Man Ching Tai Chi. My name is Mike Pekor from Tai Chi Kung Fu of Long Island, www.taichili.com. Purpose of this video is just to give you a simple shell of the choreography of the Cheng Man Ching Form. Nothing in depth, just the movements step by step of the Cheng Man Ching Tai Chi form. The form starts with heels together, feet out about 30 degrees off center. The head is as if suspended from above, elongating the spine, allowing blood to get in between the vertebrae, bringing health and flexibility to the spine. We sink down into the right foot, filling up the right leg with our weight, leaving the left leg empty or weightless. All of the weight is in the right leg, none is in the left leg. At the same time, we take our arms, which were in a natural position, and expand and stretch and lengthen them. The shoulder joint, the elbow, the wrist, the fingers, all gently spread. This happens simultaneously as we sink down into the right leg. So the right leg is compressing, the upper body is expanding and opening. We're getting ready to step out with the left foot to the side about as wide as the hip. So we peel the heel off the ground, then place the ball of the foot about the width of our hips, with the foot and the knee still facing on an angle. I'm pointing to the north. Behind me would be the south. We're using this as a reference so that throughout the video we can use these directions. To my left would be the west, to the right would be the east, and behind me would be the south. So right now, my left foot is pointing northwest. I haven't put any weight into it yet. We now rotate from the core, from the center, or in Tai Chi language we call the Dan Tien. And at the same time, we use that rotation of the center to make the left leg and left knee and toe point straight to the north or towards you, the viewer. Turning everything simultaneously. That's full body power used in the rotation. We then sink the weight into the left foot. The body is still pointing northeast from the rotation we used earlier. We then pick up the right toe and we're going to pivot on the heel, again using full body power coming from the core to turn the leg and the foot. And now we have the feet parallel. As you can see, the feet are about the same width as my hips, shifting the weight to the center back to a 50-50 weight distribution. And then we let the knees relax up to a natural posture. So all together, here it is. This is called preparation, by the way. Sinking down into the right foot, spreading the upper body. We're going to peel the left foot off the floor, step out the width of the hips, use the center of the body or the core of the Dan Tien to turn the body, the knee, and the foot together, sinking into that left foot, filling it up. Peel the right toes off the ground, and again using the center to turn, bringing the feet to parallel, now bringing the weight to the center, and relaxing into a natural posture. From here, the wrists rise up as if being lifted by thin strings to the point where the wrists are slightly below the height of the shoulder. As the wrists come up, the fingers are relaxed, and we visualize strings pulling the wrists forward and up, elongating, lengthening, and stretching the arms, but keeping a bend in the elbows. There should always be a stretch inside the body when performing Tai Chi, a gentle stretch. We're creating length inside the body. Every tendon, every ligament, all the fascia, all the muscles being gently stretched forward and up, coming from the center of the spine all the way to the wrists and down to the fingertips. At this point, we stretch the fingers straight out north. The arms are now parallel to the floor, relaxing the fingers once again and drawing the elbows back. We draw them back until the elbows are behind the center line of the body, and we have a gentle stretch across the chest. We then let the fingers rise up, and the heel of the palm will lead the way down in an arc. Here we see the arc coming from the base or the heel of the palm leading the way down. At the bottom, the wrists unbend and the fingers hang straight down at the sides of the body. Shoulders, elbows, wrists all still open, extended, still suspended from above. The whole body is alert, alive, awake, ready, like a cat ready to move. Here we see it all together. Sink down into the right foot. Step out with the left ball of the foot. Use the center to turn the leg and the foot. Sink into the left foot. Use the center to turn the right foot on the heel. Feet parallel. Come to center. Knees relax up. Wrists take the momentum and go forward and up. Fingers are hanging, and then they become engaged. They relax again, and now we draw the elbows back. When they reach the armpits, the fingertips come up, and the base or the heel of the palm inscribe an arc on the way down. Fingers then point to the ground by hanging naturally. This movement is called beginning Tai Chi. This concludes lesson number 1. Lesson 2. We just completed beginning Tai Chi. Sink all the weight into the left foot, rotating on the right heel, and form a ball with the arms. All of the weight is in the left leg. The right hand is about the height of the shoulder, and the left hand is about waist height underneath the imaginary ball. We then shift the weight into the right foot. We allow the left side of the body, the hip, the knee, the heel, to all rotate comfortably toward the right leg. We then open the qua, or the inguinal crease, with all the weight in the right leg, and step out in a straight line with the left heel. Then the left ball of the foot touches down, shifting our weight into the left foot, keeping the body straight, and allowing the left hand to rise up to about the height of the collarbone, and the right hand to sink down as if on a child's head. We pick up the right toe, rotate the waist or the core of the body, carrying with it the knee and the foot, place the foot down on an angle, and then sink into our final position for ward-off left. Knee over the toe, left hand in the center line at the height of the collarbone, and the right hand as if on a little kid's head. Sink into the left leg, shift into the right foot holding the ball. Left side of the body turns and then opens, stepping out in a straight line. As we shift, the left hand comes up, the right hand comes down, turning the right foot and finishing in ward-off left. All the movements in Tai Chi should be done in a smooth, relaxed, comfortable way, making sure to keep not only a sense of relaxation and poise, but a sense of fullness and open, expansive feeling in the joints. Starting from ward-off left, we now move into the left foot and form a ball with the hands facing north. Rotate on the ball of the right foot, place the heel where the ball of the foot was, and shift into your right leg. As you shift into the right leg, the right hand comes up in a big arc to the height of the collarbone again. We pick up the left toe, rotate the body from the core, putting the foot down at an angle of about 30 degrees, and compress that big space into a small ball about the size of a melon. We hold it at about the height of the collarbone in the center line. We're now facing east. The angle of the rear foot is roughly 30 to 45 degrees, whatever's comfortable, allowing your left hip to turn fully into the posture so that your hips are square facing east. Here we go again, sinking into the left leg, shifting on the right ball of the foot, place the heel where the toe was, bringing up the right arm, shifting the left hip, knee, and foot, and we have ward-off right facing east. We see we maintain a bend in the rear knee and the front knee with most of the weight, 70% of the weight, in the front leg. Now we're going to be looking at roll back. Starting from ward-off right facing east, we're going to be folding into what's known as the inguinal crease or the kwa by rotating to the right, sitting down into the back foot, the left foot. We have a curve in the left arm with a ward-off feeling or an expansive full feeling. The right hand, the elbow drops, leaving the forearm on a 45-degree angle with most of the weight in the rear left leg. So altogether it looks like this. Rotating, sitting back down into the left leg. This is called roll back. Now we're going to move on to press and push. From roll back, we're going to rotate the waist toward the camera, toward the north direction. Bottom hand swivels down, up, and around, keeping the elbow relatively heavy. So we don't bring the elbow up high to the height of the shoulder or anything like that. And then we shift forward, allowing the hands to join. This movement is called press. The palm of the left hand should gently touch the base of the thumb of the right hand. This is called press in a forward front stance. We then sit back. The wrists and elbows travel back toward the body, then shifting forward again using the momentum of the body to push the elbows and wrists and hands forward. This is called push. Elbows are heavy, pointing down. Hands are about the height of the chin. We go from roll back, rotate the waist, left hand cycles around, shifting back forward using the momentum of the center, joining the hands, the palm on the base of the right thumb, sitting back, hands, wrists, elbows trailing back, and now being pushed forward from the momentum of the body at about the height of the chin. Knee over the toe. Never let the knee go further or beyond the toe, as this could lead to knee problems, pain in the knee, injury in the knee. We want the knee to fall in a plumb line over the beginning of the toes, where the toes meet the feet. This is called single whip. Sit back into the left leg as the hands go parallel to the floor, elbows pointing out. The right toe comes up. Rotate the waist toward the north, twisting the core slightly more than the hips can go, then shifting back into the right foot and corkscrewing back, letting the left hand scoop under and the right hand forming a hook with the tip of the thumb touching the tips of the fingers as if holding a string directly above the left hand. You have a coiling feeling going down into the right foot into the ground. We then uncoil, swiveling on the left ball of the foot. The right hooked hand goes out to the northeast corner. The left hand comes up north about the height of the chest. And we're now going to take a big healthy step, shoulder width or hip width wider than the right foot, shifting the weight into the left foot, facing west by picking up the right toes, turning the right hip, knee, ankle, and foot from the center of the body, dropping the left elbow and wrist slightly as the hand turns palm out. So we have the knee over the toe, the right hand in a hook facing north, left hand open facing outward to the west. Single whip. Let's try that again. From push. Sitting back, hands go parallel to the ground, toe comes up, rotating the waist, twisting the body. Make sure you get a little twist in the core, shift back into the right leg, twisting in the opposite direction, form a hook with the right hand. Left hand is palm up. Rotate the waist, pivoting on the ball of the foot. Step wide and long, shifting into the left leg. As you pivot, drop the elbow, turn the hand palm out. That's single whip. Now we go to a posture called raise hands or play guitar. This is a posture that is a rear weighted posture. In other words, the weight will end up in the rear leg. Raise hands or play guitar. Bring the weight fully into the left leg. Let the right foot rotate on the ball. Elbows drop and the hands form a big hugging gesture as if hugging a tree. Right toe comes up, and then simultaneously we bring both hands and the foot across, with the hands finishing with the fingertips on the center line and the right foot on a line that is slightly outside the heel of the left foot. We want the fingertips on the same plane, the center line. The right hand is slightly higher than shoulder. Left hand is hovering near the inside of the right elbow or forearm. Turning from the center as usual, pick the toe up and the arms and leg move together, finishing at the same time, with the weight all in the left foot. Very intense posture for building strength in the left leg. Later in the form, this appears in the right leg. Very difficult to do this correctly. That was play guitar. Now we move on to pull down and shoulder stroke or shoulder strike. Pull down and shoulder strike or shoulder stroke. All the weight is in the left leg. We're in play guitar. We let the hands descend all the way down next to the left hip and simultaneously touch the right toe next to the left heel. No weight in that right leg. Step back out with the right leg. Open the chest slightly to the north and then dip the shoulder as if to strike someone with that shoulder. This is one of the few postures that's inclined in the Tai Chi form as opposed to upright. Here we go again. From pull down, play guitar, we pull down, touch with the ball of the foot, step back out, and shift into shoulder strike. The toes of the right foot can be straight ahead or slightly turned inward or northwest. Next lesson will be White Crane Spreads Its Wings. Beautiful name for a beautiful posture. From shoulder strike, we bring all the weight into the right leg. As we do that, we bring the right hand up as if doing the posture ward off. And we're letting the rear leg turn and swivel. The left hand descends as if on a little kid's head, and we let the right hand come up in an arc to the north, keeping a bend in the elbow and a bend in the wrist. We then touch down the left foot with the ball of the foot. All of the weight is in the right leg. The left leg should be weightless and slightly outside the line of the right heel. The palm is turned up in the right hand, and a very important point is not to let the shoulder go up, but to keep the shoulder down. When we learn to use the momentum of the center of the body moving to propel the limbs, we can keep the shoulders more relaxed. This is White Crane Spreads Its Wings. Brush knee, our next posture. The first of two brush knees. There are two in a row, separated by one other posture. Rotate the waist fully west. Let the right arm descend, the elbow and the wrist becoming heavy, sinking down. Swivel with the momentum and let that right hand come back up with a heavy elbow. Don't let the elbow come up too high. The left hand rises up slightly. We step out a little bit wider, shift the weight into the left leg, and as we pick up the back toes, we rotate the right half of the body into brush knee. The elbow is heavy, the hand is up about the height of the chin or the throat, and the left hand is moving across the left knee to the outside of the body. Right elbow is inside the frame of the body, and the left hand is slightly outside the frame of the body. From White Crane, we rotate, sink the right arm, rotate back toward the north, both hands rising, rear hand cycles around and comes through as we shift forward and turn the hips into brush knee. Play guitar and brush knee. This will be play guitar, which we've seen on one side. Now we'll do it on the other side, followed by the second of the two brush knees. So from brush knee, we come forward and actually raise the right foot off the ground. We turn the toes facing north and then place the foot back down, sinking into that right leg as we bring the hands into a hugging gesture about the height of the chest. And then as we bring the left foot across to slightly outside the line of the rear heel, we bring the hands into the center line. This is the same as the brush knee we did earlier, only instead of facing north, we're facing west, and we have the left leg in the front. Once again, from brush knee. Rocking forward off the ground, sitting back, turning the foot, sinking into the right leg. Hands reach their final height and then bring the leg and hands to their final position. Now we're going to rotate the waist toward the north, letting the left heel be the swivel point as the hands cycle around. The bottom hand or the right hand swivels down, up and around, keeping a heavy elbow. Step wide again, shift forward, and then rotate the right side of the body into its final position for your second brush knee. And now all together. Here's the first brush knee. Off the ground, sit back. We're going to go into our play guitar or raise hands with the left leg in front, and then rotating, letting the rear hand cycle around, keeping a heavy elbow. The left hand brushes across or over the knee as we rotate and finish this beautiful posture, brush knee. This lesson will have step up, parry and punch, and push. From brush knee, sit back on the right foot. Let the left toe come up and rotate the left knee and foot slightly to the left. So we have the left hand turning palm up and the right hand palm down, equidistant from the knee. Shifting into the left leg, we make a fist with the right hand, bring the right knee next to the left knee, and then a crescent step, a small crescent step out to the right. We place the foot down, shift into the right leg, and bring the arms up as if drawing a bow. The right hand in a fist, the left hand open. We then rotate the waist, dropping the right elbow and fist. We're swiveling on the left ball of the foot. Drop the right hand and extend the left hand in front of you, starting with a heavy elbow, and then simultaneously extending the leg and shifting forward with a punching gesture to the west. Hands are parallel. From brush knee once again. Sit back, left hand palm up, right hand palm down. Shift into the left leg, crescent step with the right leg, draw a bow. Right hand is in a fist. Rotate the waist, drop the right fist next to the thigh, stepping out with the left leg and extending the left arm, and punch with the right hand. Let me get back into the frame. Shifting into the left leg. Shifting into the right leg. And readjusting, shifting into the left leg as we punch and turn the waist. Everything is about using the center to create power. Now the hands are parallel, equidistant from the body. Left hand is open, right hand in a fist. We're now going to fold into the left quad. Let the right hand come across the center line, over the left forearm, sitting back, drawing the right fist over the left wrist gently, opening the right hand. Heavy elbows, palms facing you, all the weight in the right leg. Turn to face west, turn the palms out, and push. Let's take one more look at it. Let me readjust. And sitting back, hands are open, left palm up, right palm down, shift into the left leg, crescent step and draw the bow. Rotate the waist, sink the right hand, extend the arms and the leg together, shift forward, punch. Rotate, right hand over left wrist, drawing back, opening the right hand, face front, or in this case west, and push. Hips, shoulders square to the west. Step up, parry and punch, and push. And now we'll look at cross hands, or the end of the first third of the form. This is called the end of the first third of the form, but it's not actually a third of the form. From push, we sit back into the right leg, left toe coming up, rotating, facing north, pigeon-toed stance, shift into the left leg, spread the hands, scoop under. As they scoop under, we're going to connect at the right wrist under the left wrist. As they touch, the right foot will come back and touch down parallel to the left foot, shoulder width, but we keep the weight primarily in the left foot. Sink down, bending the knees, bringing the crossed wrists to the height of the collarbone or the chest. So we have all the weight, or most of the weight, in the left leg, and the wrists crossed. This is the end of the first third of the form. Sit back, rotate on the heel, face north, pigeon-toed stance. As you shift into the left leg, hands open, spread, scoop under, cross at the wrists, sink down as the wrists rise up. Cheng Man Ching said that if you learned the first third of the form, you'd have a significant amount of Tai Chi. Now we move to embrace tiger through diagonal single whip. This posture is actually called embrace the tiger and return to mountain. We come up as the wrists descend. The left hand is going to slide off the right hand. Cycles around, keeping a heavy elbow. And we're preparing to make a big 135-degree step. We're going to be facing on a diagonal southeast. Shift into the right leg. The right palm is going to turn palm up as opposed to palm down in brush knee. And then we rotate and finish as if it's a brush knee, with the only difference being that the right palm is face up. You can't see it in that camera angle, but that's the finished position. The palm is up. Knee over the toe, heavy elbow, but we have the palm turned up in embrace tiger, return to mountain. Here we go again. From cross hands, we bring the legs to a relaxed position. Left hand cycles around, stepping 135 degrees into the right leg. And as we turn the waist, the toe, the knee, we finish embrace tiger, return to mountain. From here, we just sit back into roll back, which we've done before. And then we follow this sequence of cycling the hand around and shifting forward again into press with the left palm on the right base of the thumb. Sitting back, the hands separate, and shifting forward once again into the familiar posture of push. Hands about the height of the collarbone. Sit back, twist into a pigeon-toed stance, twist the core, get a good stretch. Shifting back into the right leg. Right hand forms a hook, holding a string above the left palm. Rotate, extending the wrist in a hook position of the right hand, and stepping on a diagonal, going into a single whip, which will be facing the northwest direction. Again, using the viewer as the north. You are the viewer. If I'm looking at you, I'm looking to the north as our reference. We have the knee over the toe in a posture of single whip. Here we have it all together. Cross hands. Left hand cycles around, step 135 degrees, turning into embrace tiger, return to mountain. Sitting back into roll back, rotating the waist, and right into press. Then we sit back again, shifting forward into push, and sitting back, letting the right foot turn on the heel into a pigeon-toed stance, twist the core, corkscrew back into the right leg, compressing into the right leg, forming a hook with the right hand, extend the hook as we step into our diagonal single whip posture. Familiar postures, just in different directions. And now we will learn fist under elbow. So from diagonal single whip, we're going to sit back into the right leg. The left hand goes parallel to the floor. Pick up the left foot, place it down facing west. As we fill up the left leg, the hands open and form a big hugging gesture facing north. Pick up the right foot, move it in an arc or a curve, placing it down so that the right ball of the foot is on the same north-south line as the left heel. The foot is also placed down on an angle, a northwest angle. Shift into the right leg, rotating to the left, and as the left hand passes the southern direction, it reaches down to the hip as if to grab a gun, and then snakes forward to the west, up on a 45-degree angle, hand open, with the right hand in a fist under the elbow, all of the weight in the right leg. Let's see it from another angle. If we started facing this way, we'd rotate toward the camera, opening the hands, big hugging gesture, putting the weight into the right foot. As we rotate, the left hand will turn palm back, and the right hand will form a fist. The left hand scoops down, reaching for a gun, shifting into a position with all of the weight in the right foot and none of the weight in the left foot. Obviously, when we say reaching for a gun, this is just imagery or a visualization. Now we go to step back to repulse the monkey. Interesting name for an interesting posture. Starting from fist under elbow, we rotate the waist and swivel on the left heel. We're rotating from west to north. Bottom hand or the fist hand swings down, cycling around, keeping a heavy elbow as usual. When we reach the position when we're extended but not locked out, we're going to let the right hand turn over so that it's palm down, and the left hand is going to turn palm up as that happens. The right hand folds over, the left hand turns palm up. Simultaneously, it's a twisting action. Here we see it again, twisting. We now step back with the toe of the left foot, and as we place that foot down, we place it on a straight east-west line, and then adjust the right foot so it is also on a straight east-west line, parallel lines. This sequence, the feet step back parallel. There's no toe out in step back to repulse monkey. Watch from this angle. All the weight in the left. The left hand is down low but with a slight bend in the elbow. Here we see it again, rotating, getting ready to step back. And as we step back, we make sure to place the foot down on a straight line connecting east and west. And then as we sink into it, we adjust the right foot to do the same. The right hand is palm out, left hand is palm up next to the thigh. We're going to turn the waist now again towards the south. Extend the right hand forward. The left hand cycles up and around to the southeast direction. It does not extend completely east. It's a southeasterly extension. The hand turns over and the right hand turns palm up as we step back with the right foot, sinking all of the weight into the right foot, keeping those feet as if stepping back on train tracks. parallel. This is the second repulse monkey with the palm up next to the right thigh, left hand palm out, elbow heavy. And here's the last one. Same movement with the arms. Remember, the hands turn simultaneously, sinking back into our final repulse monkey. On the last one, we rotate the waist towards the south and form a ball. Here's the ball. The right hand is waist high, the left hand is about the height of the collarbone. Getting ready now for the next lesson, which is diagonal flying and a sequence called wave hands like clouds. From repulse monkey, we extend the hand and cycle it around into the shape of a ball. Rotate 135 degrees. We're going to be taking a big step here to the northeast. The bottom hand will come up as if going into a ward off, but then continue on with palm up, elbow bent, and the left hand as if on a young child's head as we rotate the waist, the knee, and the left foot, finishing with the heel of the right foot and the ball of the left foot on the east-west line. We then sink the weight into the right leg, hold a ball next to the body on the right. We're facing east. Bring the left foot up even with the right foot. Holding a ball. Shift into the left foot, hands change. The high hand goes low, the low hand goes high in a curve. Then we rotate the waist, pick up the toes of the right foot. We want to end up with the feet parallel facing north. Here we go. And we bring that shape across to the left side. When the weight's all in the left foot and we're facing west, the palms face each other, holding a ball. That's how we finish each repetition of wave hands like clouds, by holding a ball. So from diagonal flying, we hold a ball on our right side, we adjust the left foot up, we change the hands as we shift, rotate the waist, adjusting the feet so they're parallel, and hold a ball. That's number one. We bring the right foot in less than shoulder width. Parallel feet. Shift into that right foot. And as we do that, the hands change high to low, low to high. Rotate across the front, palms facing you, and then hold a ball. Now we're going to step out wider than shoulder width as we begin to prepare to shift into the left leg. Hands change, rotate the waist, and hold a ball when your rotation is complete. Step narrower than shoulder width once again. Shift into the right foot, rotating the waist. Hands change, come across. That step is just to stay in the frame. And hold the ball. Now here's our last one. Step wider than shoulder width. Hands change as we shift weight, rotate, hold the ball. Rotate, stepping into diagonal flying. This is repeating the same thing we just saw. Adjust the foot as we change the hands, rotate across the front, adjusting the right foot, hold a ball. Step narrower than shoulder width, shift weight, rotate, hold a ball. Step wider than shoulder width, rotate, and hold the ball. Let me readjust. Coming across again, stepping wider than shoulder width, hands change, rotate, and hold the ball. Beautiful sequence, wave hands like clouds. Next we'll be looking at single whip, snake creeps down, and Golden Rooster stands on one leg, right and left. So, from the end of Wave Hands Like Clouds, we're going to step to the north with the right foot rather than bring it narrower than shoulder width. The left hand will cycle back, under, and up. And the right hand will form a hook and extend out toward the north as well. So we have the hooked hand with the right, and the left hand comes up closer to the body, about a foot away from the chest. The weight is in the right leg. So we're transitioning now from this cloud hands into the beginning of a single whip posture. So here we prepare the arms. All the weight is in the right. We're going to now shift, turn, rotate the waist, and we're going to step west with the left foot. We step out, extend the left hand, pick up the back toes, and as we rotate the waist, the left palm turns, the elbow sinks, and we have the familiar single whip posture. This is snake creeps down. This is difficult. Bring the weight slightly forward and make the left hand into a ward-off shape. As you do that, point the toes of the right foot north. All together. Shift 70% into that rear right leg, bringing the hand to the midline of the body. Fingertips lead the way down as you sink. They trace a line on the inside of the leg and toe. The toe will point slightly out. As you shift forward and up with those fingers leading the way, rotate the back foot and bring the right arm and leg up simultaneously for Golden Rooster stands on one leg. Right. Beautiful posture. Sink down now into the right leg, placing it on a 45-degree angle, and bring the left hand and left knee up in Golden Rooster stands on one leg, left. Excellent for building balance and strength in the legs. All together now. Single whip. Shift slightly forward, left hand forms a ward off, right toes point to the camera or north, spreading the qua, sinking back, left hand dips down, traces a line inside the leg as the toes go out on the left leg, and now we bring up the right arm and leg simultaneously for Golden Rooster stands on one leg right, sinking down into the right leg out on a 45-degree angle and bringing up the left hand and left leg for Golden Rooster stands on one leg, left. Separate foot right and left, turn and kick with heel, brush knee left and right, and low punch. So from Golden Rooster, put the left foot down, shift into it, right hand extends until the elbow is above the palm of the left hand. Rotate the waist to the north, let the hands sink down, palms are facing the body, the right foot adjusts on the heel, rotate the waist south, and we cross the wrists right underneath the left, facing south. We rotate now to the west, separate by peeling the elbows in an outward direction, and the wrists and hands open as the right leg comes out in the same plane as the right arm. That's called separate foot right. Let's see it again. From Golden Rooster, right hand traces a line above the left palm. Rotate facing the camera. Hands cross right under left. Hands, elbows separate. Leg comes up in the same line as the right. We then step down on an angle. Shift into the right leg and bring the right palm in front of us with the left elbow above the right palm. Rotate the body to the right. Cross the wrists, left under right, touching down with the ball of the left toe, rotating the waist, separating the elbows, the wrists, the palms face out, and we bring the left foot up in the line of the right of the left hand. We now wind back to the right, turn on the heel, and kick with the left heel as we extend the arms in the same manner, separating the wrists, the elbows, and kicking with the heel. Toes are pulled back in this kick. We're using the heel or the flat part of the foot to kick with that last kick, as opposed to the toes on the first two kicks. The goal is to make this turn without touching down. You'd finish facing east. Golden Rooster. Fingers lead the way, rotate the waist, hands cycle down, wrists cross, right under left. When the hands separate, they face palm out, kick in the same line as the hand. Chamber, step down into the right, extend the left hand, rotate the hands. We're now going to have the right hand on top, crossing at the wrist, kicking with the left foot, extending the same line as the left hand. Wind back, turn on the heel without putting the foot down, and kick with the heel as we extend the hands. Now from here, we place the foot down, landing in the very familiar brush knee. Sit back, turn the toes out, cycle the hands around, and step into another brush knee, this time with the left hand, the right hand brushing over the right knee. Sit back, turn the front foot out. The left hand cycles down across the body, blocking and punching low with the right hand. This is another inclined posture in the form. The last inclined posture was the shoulder strike or shoulder stroke. Ward off right through four corners up to the final single whip. From low punch. Sit back, turn the foot out, and we step up into a ward off right with the right foot in front, the weight in the right leg. Rotate into the qua, sitting back into roll back. Very familiar. Shifting forward, connect the palms. Sitting back, hands separate. And shifting forward into push. Sitting back into the familiar twist that leads up to our single whip. Twisting the core, getting a good stretch, corkscrewing into the right leg, extending the right wrist, bringing the left hand up, stepping out, and when we turn, we let the elbow drop and the palm face out for single whip. This is a new section called Four Corners or Fair Lady Weaves at Shuttles. Sit back, the left hand descends. Rotate on the heel of the left foot facing north. Shift into the left foot. The left hand stays in front of the dantian or the center. Step into the right foot, stepping on a westerly direction. Now we step northeast. Northeast. Shifting forward, rotating the waist, blocking high with the left hand, coming forward with the right hand. Northeast. Palm forward with the right hand, palm up with the left. Sitting back, we hold the ball. Rotate the left foot facing south, taking a 135-degree step to the northwest. Right hand rises, turns palm up, rotate the waist, come through with the left palm. This is the second of the four corners or Fair Lady Weaves at Shuttles, facing northwest. Sitting back now. Pick up the right foot, step west. Now we're going to step southwest with the left foot. Left hand comes up, turns palm up. Turn the waist with the right palm. Fair Lady Weaves at Shuttles number 3. facing southwest. Sit back, hold the ball, rotate that left foot facing north, step 135 degrees facing northeast. Right hand comes up for the final. Fair lady weaves its shuttles, pushing through with the left hand. Now we're going to shift further into the right leg, turn with the left foot facing north, and come up into the very familiar ward-off left. Left hand as high as the collarbone. And this sequence altogether is known as grasp the sparrow's tail. And now we go from ward-off right to roll back and into the very familiar press. Sitting back, hands separate, shifting forward into push. Sitting back, hands go parallel with elbows out. Twisting, shifting, corkscrewing down into the right leg. Hold the string above the left palm. And now stepping across long and wide into single whip. Snake creeps down, step up to 7 stars, step back to ride the tiger, turn and sweep the lotus, bend the bow to shoot the tiger. A lot of words for some beautiful postures. From single whip, snake creeps down, sinking back, weight is in the right leg, fingers trace the line through, and as we step up, instead of coming up into golden rooster, we cross the right wrist under the left, touching down with the toe of the right foot. The weight stays in the left foot as we make an X with the wrists. The wrists then go up and out slightly, turning palms out. Then they sink down, palms opening. Step out to the north. The foot is slightly northwest. Right hand swings down, up, and around as we bring the left foot across, touching with the toe. And this palm of the right hand is facing out, left hand is palm down. We come up, cross the wrists, extend the hands a little bit further, roll the wrists out, left over right. The hands now descend as we step to the north with the foot on a northeast direction, bringing the left foot across. Step back to ride the tiger, similar to the white crane. The crossing of the hands is referred to as step up to 7 stars. Here it is, step up to 7 stars. Right leg is weightless. Hands descend. We step out with the right leg toward the camera. Swing the hand around, keeping all of the weight in the right leg. We twist back to the left. We're going to be spinning around using the left leg and both arms to generate the spinning force. We put the foot down with the toes facing southwest and bring a crescent kick up, touching both hands and stepping down with the heel. Turn and sweep the lotus. Now we're rotating the body, facing the right knee, bringing the hands up as if holding a metal bar. Bend the bow to shoot the tiger. Let's take another look at that. Let's try and fill in some of the details. Step up to 7 stars. Wind the body to the left. We're going to be rotating. Bring that left foot all the way around, placing it down southwest. All of the weight in the left leg. We're going to now sweep the right leg up across the center line of the body, touching the toes on both hands. Take a look. chambering the knee across the center of the body and then spinning it across, touching both hands. Finishing with an open kwa. The outer edge of the toes hits the hands. We step down, hands descend, rotate the body. Now we're facing northwest. Fists are equidistant from the knee as if holding a metal bar. We raise them up by bending the elbows and then shift towards the west and put the bar on a diagonal. Looks like a metal bar in our hands. Now pull back on the right hand, head height, and shift forward with the left hand as a striking gesture toward the west. So all together, here's how it looks. Wind back, turn, sweep the leg. Step down, hands are now equidistant. Coming up, turning diagonally, and extending that left hand into that strike. Very complicated sequence. I recommend you watch it a bunch of times. Try it over and over and over again. And now step up, parry and punch, push, and finish. So from bend the bow to shoot the tiger, put the weight in the right foot, step to the south with the left foot, and drag the hands down in a diagonal fashion as if pulling someone down. Turn the waist, rotating on the right heel. Hands finish equidistant to the left knee. Put the weight in the left foot, put the right foot down, bring up that drawing a bow shape, step up, parry, and punch. This is a repeat of an earlier posture in the form. Coming across, pulling the arm across the left wrist, turn palms out, and push. This is the end of the Cheng Man Ching Form. Rotating, bringing that left foot facing the camera or north. The hands are going to cross with the wrists left over right, sink down, bringing the hands down and the heels together once again. That was it. Thank you so much for watching. That was the Cheng Man Ching Form. Mike